Mine stood in front of her luggage, one room, one bed, and a man she can't tolerate. She had a perfectly beautiful day, but how can things go smooth without getting ruined? She was mine after all. Not a single day passed by without facing bad luck. JK, I'm taking the bed. You sleep on the floor. Fine. Says the man here. There he was, the man she was supposed to share her room with. John Jungkook. Her rival in everything. Grades, sports, games. They came on a college trip. Her whole class was present. On the mountains, they had to stay a night. The day went well. The ride here filled the games and fun. The meal, the hiking. Everything was so fun except for when she had to share the room with him. It was all his fault, by the way. They were short of one room due to some maintenance problem. He kept rejecting every roommate, mentioning the problems he had with them. Problems like, no, he snores. Not sharing a room with this princess. He keeps lights on whole night. Or even crazier, I don't like his underwear. And that's how he was left last, along with Mayan, and they were bound to share rooms with no way out. Take it. What does this have to do with being a man? Wine. Ah, of course. Someone like you wouldn't know what a gentleman is. She rolled her eyes and decided to jump on bed with, but he was faster, already on the bed taking all of it with his huge body. Wine glared at him, arms crossed, her face turning redder than a tomato. Wine, you're a disgrace to humanity, John Jungkook. 'Jungkook smirked leaning back casually against the headboard. JK, this is the girl who always comes second to me and everything. I like Wine. The floor builds character. Wine, you think you're funny? Fine, enjoy your bed, your highness. I'll sleep on the balcony. She marched to the door, grabbing a spare blanket and dramatically flipping her hair before stepping out. She was never going to share the room with him. The cold mountain air hit her like a wall. One wrapped herself tightly in the blanket, shivering. One, it's fine, one. We'll prove a point and maybe reach to death in the process. That will be an honorable death. Her teeth clattered as she sat in the chair. Meanwhile, Jungkook peeked through the curtains, smirking. JK, she'll last 5 minutes, stop. He mumbled, laying back with his arms behind his head. 5 minutes turned into 15, and by then, Vine was practically a popsicle. Muttering every insult she could think of about Jungkook, she stormed back inside. slammed the balcony door shut. Teeth chattering. Jungkook looked up from his phone, raising an eyebrow. It's okay. Back so soon? Missed me? Wine. Missed your funeral, maybe. Wine snapped, tossing the blanket aside. Wine. I'm not sharing the bed, but I'm not freezing to death either. Let's settle this like adults. JK, and by adults you mean wine, games. We will play games, and whoever wins gets the bed. Unless you're scared of losing to me. JK, you're on, loser. He sat up, clearly enjoying this. Finally, this boring night was not boring anymore for him. If he couldn't bring his PC gaming here, he could definitely enjoy this. They started with rock, paper, scissors. Sitting cross legged on the floor, Jungkook won 3 rounds in a row, his smug grin growing wider each time. Ryan, unbelievable. You're cheating somehow. JK, well, that's what every loser says. Ryan, let's do something skill based. Trivia quiz. First one to answer wrong loses. She grabbed her phone and searched online for it, and a lot of questions started popping one after another. They answered. It was related to education. The competition was strong. Both of them were intelligent, always fighting for the first position in college. However, some common sense was missing here. Such as, she failed to answer, how many months have 28 days? To which she answered one, and Jungkook laughed his lungs out because every month has them. And for Jungkook's failure, it was even stupider than that. If a plane crashes on the border between two countries, where do they bury the survivors? Check it. In the home countries, duh. Fine. You don't bury the survivors, idiot. Is that brain for decoration? Sell it. Jungkook cleared and wine smug for taking her revenge. Besides the common sense questions, they answered really well. Every kind of chemical or maths formula, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. At one point, Jungkook leaned in close, his voice low. It's okay, you're sweating, wine. Is that brain for decoration, your highness? Nervous? Wine, yeah. Nervous for your ego when I destroy it. After hours of games, laughter, and teasing, both of them were on the floor, exhausted. Wine's hair were a mess, and Jungkook's shirt was slightly wrinkled from all the playful shoving. Fine, fine. We're both losers. Let's just share the bed and pretend this night never happened. Take it. Deal. He said, standing up and offering her a hand. As they settled into the bed, the awkward silence grew. Jungkook turned his head slightly, his voice softer now. JK, you're kind of fun to be around when you're not trying to kill me. Vine scoffed, though a small smile crept on her lips. Vine, and you're tolerable when you're not claiming the whole bed. They both laughed quietly, the tension melting away. Silence fell all over again until she felt his constant gaze on her. Vine, stop looking at me like you're going to confess. JK, maybe I am. Vine chuckled and turned to face him as well. Vine, yeah? How are you going to do that, mister? Suddenly I'm excited to see your confession skills. Jake is smart. He was going to accept challenges anytime, anywhere, especially from her. His arm went around her as he pulled her flush against him, earning a gasp from her. JK, you're pretty smart. Always giving me a hard time to keep up my position, but for a smart head like you're clearly missing on the most important point here. Why? And what that might be? JK, me. Wine raised her brow. He was practically the center of her world. She needed to fight him and work hard to win from him in practically everything. Wine, for a genius like you suck at explaining. JK, it's always the grades and games, but never the feelings. My whole world practically revolves around you. Everything I do, it's with the intention to beat you somehow. How do you expect a man to not fall for a woman he respects and revolves around? Ryan, respect? JK, of course, you're always giving me a hard time. No one else can keep up with me, so a talent like you have my ultimate respect. Girl like you has it all. For a moment, Ryan thought he was truly confessing and not just playing around. JK, I'm not playing. I mean it. Go out with me. Let me keep you close to me. Let me hold you without these stupid challenges to have your time. Jungkook held her chin leaning closer to her. JK, and this whole thing, you're mad last challenge, Ryan. Be mine and I'll lose to you in everything. She inhaled, the closeness between them and his warmth driving her crazy. She closed her eyes and Jungkook took it a cue to kiss her. Their bodies entangled with each other to cuddle better on a cold night like tonight. His hand brushed through her hair as they kissed each other without an ounce of rivalry. Ryan, just so you know, she breathed out as they pulled back. Ryan, I'll still beat you every time I get the chance. Take it. Bring it on. He smirked. Their rivalry was famous around the whole college. For others, Jungkook was a man who refused to lose from a woman. But tonight, he lost from the same woman and was ready to stay a loser his whole life, if it meant feeling this warmth he felt tonight.